here we go.
It is main event time, and the WCPW Championship is about to be on the line. Well, they call him the aerial assassin, and what a year Will Ospreay has had, not just here in WCPW, where as you see he is now one half of the tag team champions. But of course it is a year this week, Matt, since Will Ospreay was announced as the newest member of Okada's Chaos faction in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Since then he went on to be the youngest ever winner of the Best of the Super Juniors. And now, on this night in Newcastle, he wants to add the WCPW Championship to that growing list of accomplishments.
I like Will's attire here. Reminds me of my friend, Brooklyn's own Low Key. But Will Ospreay is certainly the future of our industry, and the future is now. Can he capture the WCPW Championship?
If Ospreay does win that championship, already got the tag belts, as we said. His girlfriend is the women's champion. It would be a full house almost for the Swords of Essex. But if he's going to do that, he's got to get past this man. Drew Galloway, our champion, about to emerge here in Newcastle. And if Galloway can survive this battle against Ospreay, Matt, here he is, hang on, Galloway on his way to the ring. If Galloway survives this, then this Friday he will celebrate his 100th day as the WCPW champion.
A lot can be done in 100 days. Just look across the pond to my country. But Drew Galloway has a full plate ahead of him tonight.
Already a two-time ICW World Champion, a former TNA World Champion of sorts, he was Intercontinental Champ and a Tag Team Champ in WWE, but now is wearing the most prestigious prize in What Culture Pro Wrestling. Galloway said that there is no one in the wrestling world who he would rather beat up right now than Will Ospreay, and wipe that smirk off Ospreay's face. Well, in the next few moments, he will get his opportunity. Intensity personified. Drew Galloway.
Newcastle upon Tyne, England! We are being seen live all over the world for this, the main event of the evening! It is a singles bout set all one fall, and will decide the What Culture Pro Wrestling Championship! Introducing to my left, the challenger, the winner of the prestigious Best of the Super Junior Tournament 2016, representing the Chaos faction and also representative of the Swords of Essex. Hailing from Raynham, Essex, and winning tonight at 194 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a co-holder of the What Culture Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship. He is the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay! And in the opposing corner, the champion. This man is known also all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Ayr, Scotland, and winning tonight at 260 pounds, he is your
neutralizing Galloway.
Well, that's how Ospreay started his match with Ricochet at True Destiny when the top rope broke. And I admire this from Will Ospreay. He's giving up just over 60 pounds, 6-0. And let's not forget, this is a physical contest. And that weight difference might play in.
As you say, that Galloway's demonstrating what a physical contest it is. That big boot to the face of Ospreay.
You heard our ring announcer mention in the accolades of Will Ospreay, the winner of the 2016 Best of the Super Juniors tournament in Japan. And now that is a high-flying, quick style. Will's not going to necessarily be able to do that against Drew unless he finds an opening.
I mean, that's got to be Drew's strategy, right? Is to stop him from doing that, to take away that vertical base, stop him from being able to launch those aerial attacks.
Well, you would think so, you know, in football, in baseball, in basketball, in any sport, even auto racing, you have a strategy going into it, using your opponent's strengths and weaknesses against them and in your favor. So to your point, yes, you have to believe that Drew has some designs on slowing Will down. That tie is now a detriment.
Ospreay goes face first into the ring post. Galloway asking the first few rows of our audience to clear out. I'm not sure what he has in store for Ospreay here, but it's nothing good if you're a Will Ospreay fan. Ospreay launched into the chair, my God.
That's a good way to end a career.
Good grief.
And Will Ospreay is only, what, 23 years old?
Yeah.
Just about.
That's incredible. Still only 23. Scary.
God bless him. Will Ospreay and Drew Galloway, your main event, and not because it rhymes.
Ospreay might be 23, he's probably feeling like 83 after going through those chairs, but imagine looking up and seeing Drew Galloway standing over you. He's going to be a brave man who can even come close to beating Galloway for that championship. Is Ospreay got it in him? We'll find out in a moment. Hang on a second. Ospreay is perched on our production desk there.
Listen, to the referee's credit, he has not started a count. Hate to see this end in a count out. And like I said, to the official's credit, he's not even entertaining that, not even broaching the subject.
I think Galloway has been...
oh, wow. Some of our security got too close there. Headbutt. Get away from Drew.
Oh, here comes Ospreay! Ospreay takes out Galloway, takes out a security guard as well.
We talked about Will needing an opening in order to execute that high-octane, high-risk offense, and that opening might be right here, right now. What does Ospreay have in mind here?
What's he doing? He's moved the guardrail. He's moved the guardrail so it's closer to the ring, perhaps, so he can launch and take out Galloway. Good grief. This is What Culture Pro Wrestling. We are live in Newcastle, and the championship is on the line.
What a look at that capacity crowd enjoying some good wrestling here.
Ospreay has finally removed that tie.
He's going to use it.
Ospreay choking Galloway.
Just broke open the guardrail there, and our official is right there. And listen, I'm on Lucha Underground with Vampiro each and every week. I love the violence, and I love that the referee is letting this go as Will reveals a shoulder compromise there.
Oh, maybe that's why the shirt was on.
Keep an eye on that. See a lot of wrestlers wearing that kinesiology, that physical therapy tape. To me, that's just a bullseye.
Galloway rolled back in here, but Ospreay is in control after that exchange on the outside.
See those welts on Drew's back and triceps, as well as Will's as well.
Look at this. Galloway not impressed by that strike from Ospreay. Goodness me. A Scottish warrior is Galloway.
This is not bright on the part of old Wills there. Why would you go into a slugfest with a guy that has 60-plus pounds on you?
That was what brought you to the dance, as they say, right? And Ospreay, that's not what brought you here. Ospreay launched.
Monster Mac belly-to-belly suplex there, and Galloway now stays close.
Picks up Ospreay from the ground into that vertical suplex. He'll go for the cover to retain the title.
Oh, good kick out there by Ospreay.
Enough for 2. Ospreay, of course, having to exert a good bit of energy to kick out there. And Galloway has slowed this down to his pace. He is lining Ospreay up. Gave Ospreay too long. Galloway lands on the apron though on his feet. Ospreay will charge. Champion blocks. Ospreay with a kick to the side of the head.
It will now.
Oh my God.
One thing about Ospreay is he certainly knows where he is in the ring at all times, and that's very impressive as he fells the near 6'6", 260-pound champion.
Background in parkour, there's Will Ospreay, and certainly sees the wrestling ring as a playground in that sense. Every part of the ring is something he can use to leap off. Ooh. But if Ospreay has one weakness, it's that confidence sometimes turns to cockiness, sometimes turns to hubris.
Yeah, listen, when ego and pride collide with judgment, that's when things break down. Everyone thinks they're so smart, everyone thinks they're so tough, until they get punched in the face.
And Drew Galloway will have no hesitation punching Will Ospreay in the face, I promise you. Ospreay, again, that arrogance coming to the fore. God, look at that kick.
Drew got his shoulders off the mat right quick, got his fists up. Drew's in a world of hurt now. Wow, did we ever think that a slugfest would be in the favor of Will Ospreay? And right now, that seems to be the case.
Maybe we're doing Ospreay a disservice by focusing only on his high flying. If you're asking him, he'll tell you himself. He's best at all elements of the game. That's what he's trying to prove here, at least. A forearm to the back of the head of Galloway. It's a 1.
And with the main event now fully in swing, let's think of the matches we've seen tonight and think about what has ended those matches. Now bring that all forward into this match here. You see, the entire night, the main event should be a culmination of everything we've seen, and that's what we're getting right now.
Ospreay is choking Galloway, and Ospreay is using every single last millisecond of that 5 count.
And Will is a tall lad as well, and Drew is used to fighting shorter opponents, but I think Will's height here allows him maximum damage on his strikes to a slightly taller champion opponent.
Ospreay may have hurt his hand, which does somewhat suggest that was a closed fist, but referee's letting it go.
Referee hasn't checked those gloves yet either. See how that plays out.
Ospreay not averse to using weapons. He's already attacked Galloway with a kosh back in January after stealing Galloway's title belt at Lights Out.
Nice. Flat at the foot, caught Galloway.
Galloway is just really reeling here in a way that we don't often see him. That championship is in jeopardy.
And to your point, talking about strategy early on, I'm not sure that Drew anticipated this type of match against his opponent.
That might slow Ospreay down. Backbreaker from Galloway. Now both challenger and champion are down. Referee Sean McLaughlin starting a count.
The fighters have till 10 to get to their feet. Otherwise, it is referee's discretion.
Of course, the impetus here is with the challenger. Ospreay has to get to his feet. If this is a draw, if this is a double count out, Galloway retains.
Speaking of Galloway, he begins to stir. He is up, and the match continues. Good job by the referee.
Ospreay with a slap across the chops of Galloway.
Jeez, here we go.
It never ends well. Galloway unloading on the aerial assassin. Galloway has to be careful. He channels his anger. He's already taken out security guard, shoved the referee. He's on the top. Clothesline takes out Ospreay. Galloway, that energy flowing through his body. The thing that's kept him on top of the mountain. He goes to the Future Shock DDT. Ospreay's falling into the ropes. Galloway picks him. Powerbomb to win it.
No.
Ospreay just out in time.
You know, to the uninitiated fan, they might not understand how the ropes play into the match. And when you're training for a wrestler, You're trained, you're taught to anticipate the momentum that the ropes give your opponent or you, and you can see how that was utilized in that earlier exchange right there.
Galloway now has Ospreay on his shoulders. Ospreay escapes, going to try and Irish whip Galloway into the corner.
Yeah, that's where the 60-plus pound advantage came in there for Drew. Too strong.
Galloway kicks Ospreay in the midsection. He'll charge in after him. Ospreay moves out of the way.
Look.
Oh, God.
There it is.
But we saw B. Priestley do this earlier.
Cheeky Nando's kick.
You missed it.
Drew had it scouted nicely. The leg hung up there. This isn't going to bode well for Will.
Ospreay needs to grab the ropes. He can't get there, though. And Ospreay looks like a reverse Alabama jam. Saw the original version from Cody Rhodes earlier as Galloway gets a 2.
The Jam Alabama was not enough there. And look at Drew nodding, almost accepting the fight that his opponent will bring.
Galloway, like nothing more than a good fight. He'll be pleased this one's going a long time.
A stomp to the left hand, that'll certainly compromise some of the strikes that Ospreay's been using.
Galloway is trying to deposit Ospreay here on the top rope.
Reassembling the limbs here.
It's a risk, though, because it's where Ospreay's most dangerous.
Yeah, you saw Will back up a little bit, and Drew was able to fill that space up.
Galloway trying for the superplex. He can end it. Oh, God.
And that space is now filled with something else.
Galloway landing awkwardly. Ospreay has him hung upside down. The champion in trouble.
Yeah, Drew's left leg is hooked underneath that turnbuckle. And to your point, Will very comfortable here.
Oh, God, no, he's not.
Oh, wow, right onto his feet goes Ospreay. The challenger now begins to feel it. Could the championship be coming closer and closer for Will Ospreay?
What agility from Ospreay. He picks up Galloway, drops him. A Falcon Arrow, the cover, leg is hooked. New champion, no. How close was that?
And now, this is what Will needs to do. He needs to stay focused on his opponent. He cannot just lay there and think how close he was.
What a match here on Exit Wounds, our main event for the WCBW Championship.
Look at the heaving chest of the champion, Drew Galloway, grasping for oxygen, rolls over now. Ospreay standing tall. What does Will have in mind?
Galloway needs to be very careful. Ospreay has taken down that knee pad. Ospreay with that smirk on his face. Nope. Took too long, Galloway caught him, but Ospreay improvises. German suplex. Galloway's on his feet. Ospreay, caught by surprise. Ospreay on his feet. Goodness me.
And Will is so good at using momentum in his favor.
Galloway.
Oh, God.
Charging. Boot into the face of Ospreay. Ospreay down. Galloway down. The championship on the line here in Newcastle. Referee again has a count on. Again, the impetus with Ospreay. He has to get to his feet.
And listen to the crowd.
Oh, they're not wrong. Referee's up to 7.
And I love how the chant dissipates back down to, let's watch what happens next. Some really great fans here in What Culture Pro Wrestling. Great fans all around the United Kingdom. I've said it my entire career.
He's going to try and hook those arms, maybe go for that future shot DDT, but does he have enough fuel left in the tank here, Galloway? Can he do it? Spin in the face from Ospreay. There's been a few displays of disrespect tonight, and Galloway won't stand for it. Chop after chop after chop from the champion.
Well, that may have been smart by Ospreay to raise the ire of the champion. I say it all the time, an angry fighter is a sloppy fighter.
High knee from Ospreay, didn't get all of it. Got enough to take Galloway down. The third one will put him on his back, and Ospreay could take advantage.
You know, to the untrained eye there, Drew Galloway was using defense. He was moving away from his opponent as his opponent came in. That minimizes impact, and that's the only reason Drew is still standing right now, but not for long.
Tornado DDT from Ospreay. Go for the PK. Oh, no, it's the Shining Wizard, in fact. The Shining Wizard from Ospreay. The cover to win the belt.
No leg hook there. He had the arm in position, but he didn't pull the leg up off the mat.
Ospreay in disbelief. He believes he's been the champion for some time. That's why he stole that title belt. He thinks this is a formality here in Newcastle.
But this, to me, is the mistake. Here's the youth coming into play. Getting in your own head. Stop it. Just go forward. Put your head down and do your job.
Ospreay is on his feet, and he is perilously close to those turnbuckles where he is at his most dangerous. But he's instead he's opting to pick Galloway up.
It's an old saying, you know, if you have anxiety, you're worrying about the future. If you have depression, you're worrying about the past. Live in the moment. Be here now. And now may be the only chance that Will Ospreay has. He's toying with the champion, and that's a mistake!
Pile driver! Galloway! Future shot DDT from the champion! Galloway, the cover! One! Oh, referee pulled out!
That's B. Priestley. That is a Will Ospreay significant other.
B. Priestley just stopped Drew Galloway from defeating her boyfriend. I don't think did the ref see it? I'm not sure the ref saw.
She went to low blow Drew. Drew blocked it. No disqualification there because there's no physicality here. At least what the referee saw.
Well, and now B. Priestley is in some trouble. Galloway, headbutt! A headbutt on Priestley from the champion. Ospreay goes for the Oscutter! Oscutter! No, not like this! Not like this! The cover from Ospreay! Oh my God! So close! So close! But Galloway holds on!
Look at Will's face as the Lucha Forever hat sits in the middle of the ring. Drew Galloway just defied the odds, and now Will Ospreay has to come up with something. What can he pull out of his bag of tricks here?
Well, the greatest weapon in his arsenal has been unleashed, and it was not enough.
Now the gloves are coming off, literally.
Ospreay, that look of shock turning to a look of determination.
As you see the What Culture Pro Wrestling Championship in the top right corner of your screen, that is what these two are fighting for so viciously, so valiantly.
Ospreay, disrespect to the referee. The referee is trying to assert some authority here. B. Priestley is still recovering down to our left. You can't see her on camera, but she took a mighty headbutt from Galloway. Ospreay is picking up.
Oh, wait a minute here.
Oh, no, he's not going to try.
Sure,
and
why not?
Defeat Galloway with his own move.
No!
DDT, Galloway escapes.
Galloway held on to the middle rope. The momentum forced Ospreay down, and now Will is up the creek without a paddle.
Oh my! Look at the power of Galloway. Future shot DDT.
The weight advantage came into play.
And Galloway hooks the leg. Wait, what? Galloway does not retain. Ospreay kicked out at 2.
And looking around, some fans have arms outstretched, others hands over their mouth. Many begin to rise to their feet in appreciation of our main event.
They are on their feet on Tyneside. Galloway and Ospreay putting on a clinic. Galloway couldn't get it done with the future shock. Ospreay couldn't with the Oscutter. What's it going to take for either of these two men to lose?
Power by Drew. Ospreay kicking his legs, trying to change his weight. Caught him again!
No way! Ospreay!
Why no cover, kid? You wanted to go for one more move and you made a damn mistake!
Spins round and round and round. The future shot DDT from Galloway, and Drew Galloway is still the WCPW champion.
Your Culture Pro Wrestling champion, Drew Galloway.
What a battle! What a war for the most coveted prize in WCPW!
The lesson here is this: when you have your opponent down and beat, go for a cover. You do not need to get one more move in. Drew Galloway, the consummate professional. He had the veteran wherewithal. He has the ring generalship to catch Will Ospreay, hit the move, and retain the What Culture Pro Wrestling Championship.
The target remains on Galloway's back, not just from the swords of Essex, but from the prestige from Martin Kirby, who now wants a title shot. And of course, from Rampage, who gets his shot in Orlando, but this night belongs to Drew Galloway. For Matt Striker, this is Dave Bradshaw saying goodnight from Newcastle.
This Monday, when WCPW returns to London, Bad Bones versus the #1 contender for the WCPW Championship, Rampage. Kaylee Ray gets her chance at revenge as she takes on Viper. The ambassador of British wrestling, Doug Williams, versus the Kiwi buzzsaw, Travis Banks. And the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, will defend his WCPW Internet Championship against a mystery opponent. WCPW proudly presents Chain Reaction. See it in person March 13th. Tickets available at wc.pw/London. Watch Chain Reaction exclusively on What Culture Extra from March the 17th.